Fragrant Flower number 8. We are in a really fun spot with everything kind of coming forward and coming clean with our friends learning to trust in one another, the decisions that they make and the people that they choose to be around. Now we can be a little bit more open and honest, and we can tackle some bigger problems and some more personal issues and really dive into the relationship dynamics. So I'm excited for them to open the doors for that fully and really to get that. And hopefully our friends play a part in helping and walking Rintaro and Wagare through this. Hopefully they all kind of connect and get together and end up just being friends with each other, which would be nice. I'm just hoping for some good times. I'm hoping for some good times. Hopefully you enjoy. Check out the Patreon for early access and timers. If you like this at all, to like and subscribe to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion of the comments. There's a series going with the 8th episode of A Fragrant Flower. What are we crying? Why? It tastes better when it's from someone else. Yeah, we got that head and everything just to lose. Get out the way. You gotta offer free things to somebody just to get them to move. Are we getting together? Are we getting together? I hope it's not some other issue. Like they gotta go back to the cafe or something, you know? We'll see. Let's do this properly. All right. Figured we gotta get it out the way though. I feel like they got more to talk about than I did. Yeah, it was a scary, yeah. Aww. Oh my god. More free things. Asami's having a good day today. Yeah, didn't we just eat a bunch? A lot for you. Ah. Look at the guy on the right. You gotta talk to him about this. Yeah. Right. We're all at fault. In the heat of the moment, I didn't really think about it. Yeah, do you guys remember? You say it. Word for word, tell us. No, alright, never mind. They know. Right, we can tell by you not remembering it. It's common. Especially from people at your school. Thank you. Holy shit. See, not so bad. Got something else for us. Aww.
何この高そうなお菓子。テレビで で見たことある。
ここの菓子人気すぎてマジで買えねえんだぞ。
凛太郎詳しいね。
いや、母親がそういうの好きだ。
Sure.
星名さんもおあぐりさんもありがとう。
ありがとう。
いいじゃん、一緒に食べようぜ。
でも私帰郷なのに。
俺らそんなの気にしねえけど。
Thought we were over that.
嫌われてんのは知ってるからあんまり関わらないようにしてるだけだよ。嫌な思いさせたいわけじゃねえしさ。
凛太郎から聞きました。あなたたちのこと。仲良くさせてもらってる。
Wow.
だって。
Whoa, 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 a little too much now.
帰郷だからとかごめんなさいとかもういいからさ。これからは仲良くしようぜ。
Open arms. How sweet.
ありがとう。私が今まで千鳥に抱いてきたものは何だったのだろう。薫子の言う通りだ。自分の目でしっかり見なければ
Oh.
何もわからないのね。
Stop listening to those around you. Specifically the teachers who got it out for people for Lord knows what reason.
めっちゃ食った。
まさか帰郷と仲良くお菓子を食べる日が来るとは。
Like how they're in the front and Winter is in the back.
ほらスバル。
今日くれたお菓子の店ってどこ？知ってどうすんの？来年のスポタイでつかっちゃんにおごらせる。
we didn't get the ice cream, so we got it.
だな。凛太郎くんもお友達とちゃんと話せてよかったね。
うん、ありがとう。勉強教えてくれたお礼がしたいんだけど、何かある？よく考えたんだけど思いつかなくて。
Well, there's one thing she likes.
一緒にどこかお出かけしたい。
That's a great one. That's a great one. Now or another day? We're gonna make a whole day out of it?
すっげえ素直なやつだったんだな。え？いい人だとか信じてほしいとか、ここまでストレートに言うやつなんだなって。
Changed a lot, man.
なんか変わったな、凛太郎。宇佐美に言われたあの瞬間、なぜか頭に浮かんだのは
Biting her whole flow.
やっべえ。緊張してる。
Alright, we're gonna make a whole day out of it.
前の勉強会の時は勉強って目的があったけど。
Right, and then it sparked all this other stuff that just went down.
マジで今日のデート超楽しみなんだけど。
いやいやいや、ただどっか行って遊ぶだけだ。
Alright, we're friends, we're friends. Can make it something it's not. Don't overthink it.
和栗さんに楽しんでもらうことを。
She's gonna be dressed up in the cutest little. Look at her. Yo.
凛太郎くん。
お、クリスさん。
同じ電車だったんだね。
That's crazy.
そうだね。
凛太郎くん、お願い聞いてくれてありがとう。今日すっごく楽しみにしてた。
そ、
Yeah, there's no holding it anymore. You just gotta. After that, I'd be panicking too, dude.
水族館。
Ah, classic, a classic.
その時はでかい魚見たいから小さいのは無視してたっけ。
かっこいいもんね。サメとか。
うん、かっこいい。そういえば一番見たいって言ってたやつ、イルカショーだっけ。
テレビで特集組まれてたの。期間限定で演出が変わるんだって。せっかくだし凛太郎くんと一緒に見たいなって。始まるのが3時からだ。
So we need to see it together for what reason, though? Explain about. Expand on that, please.
でもご飯も食べたいし、アトラクションもあるから乗りたいし、アシカの
Busy day.
パフォーマンスも。
Busy day.
時間足りるかな。
大丈夫だよ。足りる足りる。
でも凛太郎くんが回りたいところ。
Not really. Yeah. It's your request. Works better this way too, because if there's ever something he really wants to go do, she can just kind of go along with him. I love aquarium or zoo montages or amusement parks, you know, all the hot spots. They're having a blast.
いただきます。本当だ。すげえ。
かわいいね。
和栗さん。改めて勉強を教えてくれたこととか、あいつらのこととか。
Thought he was about to call her cute afterwards. He's not that straightforward, no shit.
大会どうだった？
You have some fun, brother.
すっげえ楽しかった。
Nice.
凛太郎くん、イルカショーの時間まで少しあるしさ。楽しかったこと教えて。私聞きたい。
Yeah, I would have lost it there. She leaned forward and puts her head on her hands like that and asks you to just talk, then I'd lose it. Stare right into your soul.
イルカショー楽しみだな。
その前にトイレ寄ってもいい？
待ってるね。
ごめん、すぐ戻る。
Hey, don't pull some bullshit by like her being alone though. I don't want to go down that route again. Ah. Who's taking these pictures?
宝物だ。
Cute. A lost child?
普通に楽しんじまってるけど。今日の和栗さん、めちゃくちゃ可愛くねえか？
Every day, but yeah, today's sure. Every time he's made eye contact with her.
笑ってたから大丈夫なのか？
Hmm.
なんだこれ。イルカショー始まっちまう。和栗さん、お待たせ。
So she was gonna run after the kid. No. We got a new task.
この子のご家族、探してあげてもいいかな。
俺はいいけど、和栗さんはイルカショー。
私は大丈夫。ほっとけないもん。
そうだった。和栗さんはこういう人だった。
お名前なんて言うの？ミカ。ミカちゃん。私はカオル子。それでこの人が。
ビビられてんな。
The big scary looking dude.
俺は凛太郎。よろしくね。
リンちゃん。
凛ちゃん。
Nice, I like
そ
it.
れじゃあ私、ミカちゃんのお母さんたち探してくるね。リンちゃんと一緒に待っててくれるかな？
凛ちゃ
リン太郎くん、ミカちゃんをお願い。
ん。わかった。
I hope she calls him that, even if it's like just in a teasing way. I hope Augur calls him that at some point here. And you could have put her on like your shoulders and walked around because you have a height advantage over everybody and found them. But I get not wanting to leave from the the spot.
迷惑かけてごめんなさい。
They ruined my
迷
days.
惑じゃないよ。大丈夫。
でも、カオル子ちゃんと
Yeah, exactly.
邪魔しちゃった。
My what?
だって、二人は恋人でしょ？
Yeah, very much so.
違うよ、その。
Yeah.
そうなの？でもリンちゃん
Huh, I don't get it.
いいな。
伝わってない。
ミカも大輝くんとデートしたいな。
大輝くん？
同じ梅組の大輝くん、ミカの好きな人。
本当に好きなんだね。大輝くん。
Sounds like a great dude.
大好き。ミカ、大輝くんがニコニコしてるとこ見ると嬉しくなるの。
Makes you what?
そっか。
Huh, something so simple.
あれ、俺、今。
Not the same as me.
リン太郎
な、
Kids, man, kids. They have a way of making things so simple.
くん。もう勝手にどっか行っちゃダメって言ったでしょ。ごめんなさい。
I don't put the blame on her.
リンちゃん、カオル子ちゃん、ありがとう。
Enjoy your date.
どういたしまして。
Just throw that in
じゃあ
there.
行こっか。ちょっとだけ待って。リンちゃん、ちょっとお耳か。
Uh-oh.
りんちゃんとカオルコちゃん、お似合いだと思うよ。
Wait, what?
それだけ。バイバイりんちゃん。カオルコちゃんもバイバイ。
Are you gonna be able to tell her what she said, though?
時間大丈夫なら夜の部もあるみたいだけどどうする？
How about we stick around for a while? For the whole damn day.
間もなくパフォーマンスの開演です。
Damn, nobody goes to the evening show.
360度彩るプロジェクションマッピングやウォーターカーテン。
It filled up. Never mind. Ooh. Are we gonna get to see the whole thing? Oh, shit.
テレビで見た時より迫力すごい。
見に来れてよかったね。
りんたろうくん、ありがとう。
え？
私、本当にお礼なんて考えてなくて、りんたろうくんの力になれるだけで十分だったというか、だからこうしてお出かけできることになって、すごく嬉しかったの。今日は本当にありがとう。私、すっごく楽しかった。
Brizz like, I can't handle this. Every moment, every day.
自分が誰かにこんな感情を抱くことになるなんて。
Ah.
思わなかった。
ミカ、大輝くんがニコニコしてるとこ見ると嬉しくなるの。
And the dark clouds vanish.
はっきりと分かってしまった。
Look at the color.
鮮烈に跳ね上がるこの感情から目をそらすことなんてもうできない。
We're gonna have to face it, dude. And episode 8 goes about as wonderful and perfect as you possibly can. So that's great. That's always a nice little thing to have, especially with us having those, you know, weird moments and encounters with the thugs that we've been running into the past few episodes. It's nice to have this full thing where everybody is finally, and even not just that, but emotional highs that have come with the individual feelings of like disappointment and hatred for oneself that we've unfortunately had to deal with within the past few episodes, and so much uncertainty as well within one character's own mind, that being able to have a full thing of just coming clean, acceptance, maturity, and growth on certain people's ends, and then having such a clean, awesome date that goes through with it. So like it's great and necessary, and a great way to kind of transition us forward into what will likely be the recognition fully of feelings on Rintaro's end that he comes to at the end, and now each end or each party's involvement, how they can outwardly kind of come out and confess that would be my guess. And they set it up to be really good because it makes perfect sense at this point. Not that it doesn't usually, like it already did in Wagari coming out as early as she did with her declaration to Subaru at least. This makes a lot of sense because now it sets the stage for what is to come and for what will likely mark the end of the season, which is a great thing. A lot of times you find yourself maybe like an episode or two removed before you start building that, or maybe you don't even get to that point, and then it's just like it hits you then and there. Like it's obvious from a certain point that the feelings are kind of mutual. And I mean, you understand the direction that a lot of these series typically will go in and what's going to happen. But I more so mean like acknowledgement from Wagari on her end. A few episodes later, full recognition from Rintaro that then allows each of them to be like, okay, I know what's going on here. I know what we've been doing. At some point, we got to express that to each other. And it gives you plenty of time with 3 or 4 episodes to be able to do that. So I think it's a good spot to be. It doesn't feel like we're aimlessly wandering of like, we're just going to have one-off episodes without like a real direction in terms of where the story's leading us, which it feels exactly like fully clear where we're going with that. And it has for each episode after each other so far. So I think it's done a great job of doing so. This is the bow that I was talking about in the previous episode, where it felt like we were like at that point where we could wrap everything up nicely. This is more so where it is, because now it fully puts you forward into, okay, this is like next arc almost of where we're going and how each of them are going to approach that with each other. And I hope it all goes over well. I mean, it will, because they each reciprocate the same sort of feelings, but I more so hope it goes over well in terms of like they don't fumble over it completely. Like Rinter doesn't self-doubt a lot and like let moments pass or like let opportunities and things like go by him, and instead can just outwardly kind of say it and isn't like completely awkward in turn of doing it. And we'll have to wait for that, but I do hopefully expect that, they each kind of recognize she literally chose for her favor to be for you to spend the day with her. Like we gotta use our head a little bit here and recognize it's not like we have to worry if she's actually into you or not. Like I think he'll be able to pick up on the pieces here, hopefully. But I like as well where the child kind of came in and she was like the one who allows him to really pick up on it. It's something where they have such like a simplified view of life and things and they also have no filter in terms of like what they're thinking or wanting to think, that they'll outwardly just say it to you, and they'll notice these things that are all obvious to them, but you place these complexities and difficulties kind of just onto it. Their relationship and the dynamic between it, they view while being the ones on the inside of, it's not as simple as like I feel this or she feels this or something, but it is, and they don't recognize that or feel that, but everybody on the outside can kind of feel that, and especially hearing that from somebody so young, to be like, you realize this is a date, right? And then be like, what the fuck, like I didn't realize that, or oh, it makes me happy when somebody else is smiling, oh shit, like let me use my head for a second, which he comes to that recognition like pretty quickly afterwards. But them being like that sort of figure that can step in and just kind of like cut through all the bullshit and not allow you to make you like misjudge what these signs or signals that you're being given are, or these general feelings and stuff that you have, and just kind of laying it out there for you to be like, shit, somebody this young can figure that out is a good thing. First half is just, let's get together, let's be able to talk these things out, which is good. And I like the maturity coming from Subaru and Wagari's end of apologizing or being thankful for them kind of stepping in and helping, and then Subaru also apologizing for the harsh words and the way that she kind of reacted in the situation at the library a few days ago. So offering them gifts as well to be able to like show that side of apology. It's like the form of you struggle to convey your words fully and you don't know if they're going to buy how like sincere almost that you're feeling. So you're trying to like add extra levels to it. So let me like offer this up. Like it's like a monetary value thing that I'm giving off to be like, I did really mean this. Like I wouldn't just usually give you this for free. I'm doing this out of like the kindness of like, I really do feel like I messed up, so I owe you something outside of just my own words. And her shyness and struggle to be able to come forward and do it, to then be broken up fully by Usami being like, what did you say again? I don't even remember that. Is great. Everybody else does, of course, but him. But I think that that's still great to just show like it really didn't bother him and he didn't think really twice of it. It's a sad thing too, though, even, which hopefully she can pick up on, that everybody has always treated them and other members of the school that way, to the point that it's just the norm, and it's not a good thing that that's the case, and it's really sad that it is. But hopefully she could at least understand that and allow, whether it's the way you speak to other people that you go to school with, to then not do that with them, or whether it's simply to just make that effort to not be like that towards other people that you're not too familiar with from there either. I think will be a good like first step for us to be able to have. And then Sako actually coming forward and apologizing too is a big step that we needed from him. And everybody else being so caught off guard, like, holy shit, what happened? That's not who you are. But super sweet how they all get so excited over the things that they give. And we continue to show, like, as we open up a little bit more and we get these responses and she sees the kind of like kindness and the things that they've been through, they share a little bit of similar feelings in terms of what actually happened that day, and they're also apologetic for it too. She opens up a little bit to the point that later, like, we get to see them all walking, and when they call for her, she willingly walks forward and is able to. It doesn't struggle as much or hesitant or like just fully comes to a full stop and is like completely scared out of her mind. Like how open they are to be like, here, you take one, and be inclusive of that too. for her to be able to like reaching out to you and you being able to reciprocate that. I think it's a great step for them to have that'll hopefully open her up and you get to see the smile reflected on it. So I'm excited for that. And I'm assuming there's plenty of more like development that'll show us like have her go from being as timid as she really is to a lot more open, not just around them, but as a person going forward due to having like a new circle of people to kind of spend some time with. So I think that'll be a good thing. Wagari, we gotta do something. She wants to go somewhere. Didn't think you'd hear these words. Yeah, it's coming right from someone else's mouth. This is hilarious how he's freaking out as much as he is. I didn't even pick up that she was getting off. I thought she was just waiting for him here. Like, how the hell did you know which track he was going to be on? But super cool. And we go to the aquarium, and we get a nice montage with it. A little bit of backstory about where he's been before, and her wanting to do this before he goes out of season, because then they're going to go another time. And it's cute. I really like the way they do this. I like the way that all the aquarium sequences are lit. I really like the way that the dolphin show ended up getting lit at the end. I think the colors matched exactly the vibe that we needed it to. And they just have a good time. It doesn't feel overly like awkward or like leaving like too much space and nobody's really speaking or knowing what to do. And like they just seem like they're gelling really well, which is a great thing. And this, like, oh my God, if somebody did this, dude, the melting on the spot, I would be a mess. Good for you, dude. You've achieved it all. And this is super cute. Her little treasures. I'm trying to feel like, what the fuck is going on right now? The moment of clarity when you step away, you're like, wait a second, and just connected all the dots. What is going on? Well, he recognizes the feeling a little bit towards the end, showing the constant side that she always does of I gotta go help people, willing to sacrifice that thing that you want yourself for somebody else. Classic Wagari. I really want to go on a date with just like you and your date. So funny how simplistic she sees through it all. Let me tell you something. Yeah, you should tell her exactly what she said. And him being like, I don't want this day to basically end, and trying to find that solution so she can still get what she wants because she always sacrifices everything for others. And it's super great. This is animated unreal. Every time we kept getting shots like this, even for example, before they like pan up to the dolphins, like when they were going into it, these feel so like a real life like image that we're just animating a dolphin on top of. Like actual crazy quality here. It was all messing with my mind. Had an amazing time. Beautiful. I love the colors. I understand what's going on now. Strong and vivid, and we can't ignore it. How are we going to handle that? I'm curious what's up your sleeves, Rodro. A great one. Some great development to push us to where we're headed, as well as show off our side cast a little bit more. Get them all on the same page. I'm hoping we get whatever that trip is that we see in the OP of them all kind of going somewhere together at some point. I'm also hoping that all builds up to the ultimate confession that we'll get between the two, which likely going to be one of the last 2 episodes. But either way, I'm excited for when that time comes. What will it be, I wonder? So we did the aquarium, and it doesn't have like the overly like sad, we're gonna like come out, it's gonna be some like weird thing in like the rain or like some other moment that they're gonna be forced. It's probably gonna be like festival would be my guess. We'll probably build to that. Probably gonna build to that. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense to me. But we will see. I maybe they'll surprise me and they'll do it in a different way. We will see, though. Hopefully you enjoy. Check out the Patreon for early access on the next one, as well as timers. If you like this at all, hit the like and subscribe on to me. Feel free to check out the videos and channel. If you content the series, will be back for the 9th episode next Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great one, though. Peace.